And we are live. I actually have a few things I'd like to say before I jump into New Vegas, so it's mostly concerning announcements. So first of all, about like the whole Discord stuff, like while my server does not have like any not safe for work content, now that I think about it, I should probably add it to like my Linktree account. I'll do that after stream. I don't like having like facial verification required on Discord. And while I'm not like gonna jump ship right away, don't be surprised if like in the future I announce, hey, I'm leaving Discord for some other service. Here's the new link. Like for now, business is gonna go on as usual. Oh, I just want to see if like Discord or it actually sticks with these terms, because I've seen a ton of people like protesting them. Like I would say Discord is in a better spot than Skype was before when so I don't know if I would say that this is an outright product killer. But I will say that Discord is going to take a huge hit. So the other reason I'm not sure or about, I'm not like immediately jumping into like going over to a replacement is, well, I don't know, have one in mind. Like I have tried Revolt, but I'd honestly like something that lets me like transfer over everything. Like I guess I'll wait and see what one everyone starts to gravitate towards. The second thing I'd like to talk about is like adult moderation, content moderation, since it is somewhat related. Like I started watching this video by this channel called Nicandros about Nuxtaku, and like he brought up like adult moderation about how like Twitch is kind of like really allowing people to basically like bypass like parental controls, since like, well, officially the site is 13 plus. There's a lot of content that should quite frankly be 18 plus. Like, if it was up to me, you want to know what I would implement? Channels like the e-girls and like the people who make like, let's say, a less than safe for work content, since it's not like straight up not safe for work, should only like pop up if your account is not, if not only you have an account, but your account is age verified. Like here's like, for example, like my account right now, at least and I'm playing Stardew Valley, would show up on like a normal day. But like when I play New Vegas, which I'm gonna do tonight, like it would not pop up. Although now that I think about it, like violent games are probably like less of concern, since, well, you don't hear people complaining about those. But like, you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel that's like a good compromise. Like, if you want to see like the more risque stuff on Twitch, you actually need to like create an account. Plus, I'd argue it would give Twitch more leeway with not safe for work content. Like, actually, you know what? I'm curious. Like, if I was to go, Huh, my...
What's it called?
I decided to actually open up Twitch. It's on a browser I do not use. Microsoft Edge, like... I'm pretty sure that my browser, I pre-built actually came with like Opera or something installed. And to be honest, this is actually relatively tame. Huh. Admittedly, like, this only confirm. I don't know if this is just like the timing or. Well, okay, like, Twitch met me like halfway there. Or at least when it met me halfway when I booted it up. I'm going to need to either need to figure out how to get both Twitch and YouTube chat to show up, or I'm going to need to like decide which series I want to be a Twitch exclusive and which I want to be a YouTube exclusive. Like, if I would not be opposed to like I stream on one site one day, like Monday and Wednesday, and the other on Sunday and Tuesday, and then like I alternate which site I stream on Friday. But I would want to like finish up everything on my slate before I commit to that. And I'd probably also want like a VOD channel now that I think about it. Actually, now that I think about it. Let's just see if like... I'm just asking, looking something up online. Like, if I can, like, honestly, the idea of, like, the main thing is I don't want to, like, constantly flood your guys with, like, a Twitch VOD on my main channel if I was to do this. Like, I would want, like, a dedicated VOD channel. Actually, now that I think about it, I could try using that share or collaboration feature. Look into that feature. Set up VOD. Start alternating. But the more I think about it, the more appealing that, like, Twitch stream, not, like, alternating between Twitch and YouTube might be a good thing, since, like, I imagine that I have a good number of Twitch only, since I know that the majority of my fan base is on YouTube, since, well, I have more subscribers on that site than I do followers on Twitch. It's like, I'm gonna hold off on deciding anything until I finish both Stardew Valley and Fallout New Vegas. If I had to guess, I'd probably say I'm done by, like, the middle or end of March at the latest. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I just will talk about, like, some other plans I have for the future. Like, one thing I do know I want to do this year is, like, a playthrough of Vanilla Terraria to, like, commemorate the new update. Like, I have actually beaten Vanilla Terraria before. Yep, it is my birthday. Thanks. But anyways, thanks. 31 years old.
You ever think about how we're guarding sand? Like, dying over miles of
In case you're curious why I was so excited to play this mod, it's because this is actually something that this location is technically something we got in the base game, but just not in the form that it's in right here. Like, if you don't know, in the fourth and final DLC, well, technically there's Gunrunner's Arsenal, but that's not like a full-fledged DLC. Like,
Hey.
It's not a bad one. I just wouldn't say it's really in, like, the same ballpark. But anyways, in the Lonesome Road DLC, at the end of the DLC, you basically have to choose what happens to like some nuclear missiles that the main villain Ulysses launches. You have options to like launch and to like stop one from hitting in dry wells, which gives you fame with the lead, which gives you fame with the NCR. I almost said it gives you fame with the Legion, even though dry wells is a Legion place, is a Legion base. I will check those DMs after we're done. After I'm done with stream, like have like one or Ace. If you knew Uklong 15, you get fame with the Legion. You can also nuke both, which pisses off both, but gives you fame with like the Boomers, I think. And then you can stop both, which gives you fame with the Brotherhood of Steel and Followers of the Apocalypse.
That's quite the coincidence. We just reporting a crime, you know. Or you could see, of course, that's just the crime. They might have... No. Unless you are looking to help me with this paperwork, you are... Well, I don't want to spend... I'd honestly prefer if you tried greasing the mayor's palm. Yeah. Can't say I'm happy. The name on the paper.
But the thing is, you can't
everyone
like actually visit Long 15 and dry wells in the base game without.
Okay, this facility
before
10W forms are tax records mostly, but they also consist. We have just. Anyways, back to the 10W and I
You
forms.
get unique armor for
forms can be naturalization, work
both.
visas, plus we have to fly and buzz off. Then you. Well, if you're still interested, sure. 6 hours. There's just. Can't say I'm happy. You've done this before, so I'll...
Did those debuffs stack? No, they did not.
Hey.
Hello.
This is taking forever.
Stand in line, follow the rules, don't cause trouble. That's all you got.
Yes, I know the line's long.
Welcome
No,
to the
I
Department of
don't
Roads
care.
and Commerce. If you have an appointment, please see Mr. Bowers down the hall. Otherwise, please wait your turn. Paperwork never ends.
Like, I'm probably gonna come back to New Vegas
complain about the
at least a
wait.
few more times.
The last
Like,
guy who...
there's actually a remake of the game that was going to be a mod that remakes the game that was going to be Fallout 3, like the Black Isle version of Fallout 3. Which, if you want to know more info on, look up Fallout Van Buren, since that's what the project name was called.
Morning.
Don't need to look at the thermometer to know it's hot out.
Another day, another round of checking IDs and watching the weather.
You ever try that Zayton jerky?
It's not often we see civilian. I'm Ranger. What's a civilian doing in? I have a feeling the brass is testing. This unit was underperforming when I arrived. That's class. I suppose another said it. Not sure if you've heard, but there was recently a change. Kinda hard to do from a command. Any news on the town hall? Hell. I guess I've got the time. I'm originally from up in Oregon. I joined up with the Rangers to follow in my parents' footsteps. They
Like, the
joined to
thing
stand about
is,
slavery
what
in
happened
the
was,
Republic.
like, the game was
They could
actually
fight like
shaping up to be
animals,
really good, but it
disappear
would have
into the
taken
crowd
too
like
much time.
ghosts. My
time
dad
to
always
complete,
told me
so
one ranger
so
is worth 10
Interplay
good
basically
soldiers.
scrapped it.
I wanted to. I figured
And now, that would have been
This is a
understandable, but the
Yep.
thing is, they then proceeded to make, like, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, which, despite what you've heard, is the actual worst Fallout game, since, like, 76 at least had, if you take away the multiplayer aspect, at least is in the same ballpark as Fallout 4. Like, honestly, I actually bet that if, like, there was, like, a single player, an offline single player mode for, like, 76, it probably would have gotten, like, a lot better reception, since people could just, like, mod the game. Honestly, I probably would have played it by now if, like, if that was the case, since I would say I have heard that, like, it's in a much better shape than launch, but I'm still a bit hesitant to go in, at least by myself. Like, if I could find some other VTubers who'd be willing to, like, play it the first time with me, I'd absolutely jump in.
Another day in paradise.
But anyways, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel was actually more akin to Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which, well, that's nothing like what the old Fallout games, which were more like turn-based action games, like CRPGs is the term.
Another day in
Not only that, but it was like the first and so far only game that has not been released on PC. Like, rare you don't see, like, okay. Surprised they don't have like that as a model you can pick up or something.
Oh, hey. Don't like. We didn't get any. If you see those guys with the actual armor, they're his troopers. But Private Jill, you want to know what I do? I mean,
not only that, but like,
if a Legion sharpshooter,
like how different it was. They actually did not have Nuka-Cola.
29.
They had this real-life soda called Balls Guara,
I don't have
which
any work.
I actually might try just to see it, like, and also, like, Bethesda at least did keep adding content to 76. Like, if you were a Brotherhood of Steel fan, you were pretty much, I mean, if you were a Fallout fan when Brotherhood of Steel came out, you were pretty much, like, out of luck. Like, unironically, I would not blame.
This is Fort Weston. You're not a trooper. I don't typically provide military. Very well. We may.
Well, that's a somewhat annoying bug. Like, if I was playing if I'd nuked the Long 15 in the Lonesome Road DLC, that guy would actually have a set of unique power armor.
Hey, I'm Rushing Waters. If you The beautiful blue rivers and green forests of Toyabe, far to the northeast. It's the armor of a desert ranger. We used to be a different tribe. There's a lot. Our tribe, our luck ran out 10 years ago. I never met them. A lot of my... I guess... Not sure. At the fort? No. There are none in the Mojave right now. It kinda sucks when the leadership... Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Did you... I do not know. The actual reason is because of the Colonel's Little Sierra campaign to the north. He wanted someone with a history, so then the Colonel brings me in. A huge roving raider tribe that dominates the island.
Oh yeah, I know. They're the guys I
named after
usually
the
wipe off the
interstate or
map
the
when I
other
play
way
the
around.
as the Enclave
I
in
once
old,
recovered the bodies and motorcycles of a
Old
band
World
and brought them
Blues'
back to their
Enclave
camp by
Reborn
myself.
mod.
That was very important to them. I was named a Bubba, and the bears got designs on, so they had.
Now I'm
I
wondering
came
how
of age
different
during
and
the
thought
Legion
would be
War and was sent
if
to make sure the
Caesar had
guns kept
decided to
flowing
go
from New
east.
Canaan to the south. I
Like,
managed
obviously,
to
he
unite the
eventually
Mormons,
encountered the
tribes,
East Coast
Rangers,
Brotherhood
and
of
even
Steel,
some
but,
of the
like,
80s into a great
how
alliance.
far would he be able to get,
We defeated
actually?
the Bone Dancers at Park City and took
Because
Wendover
I'm pretty
from
sure
the
that the
80s.
only faction that's
I
actually been
mediated a treaty with
established
the
in
rest
the
of the 80s. It was the safest
only
Utah
factions
I've
are
ever
like
been.
the Midwestern
Then we
Brotherhood
signed
of
a treaty
Steel
with
and the
NCR.
Enclave, and well,
The Rangers were pulled west from everywhere. My understanding
if he stayed
was
in
the
like the
alliance
southern,
collapsed without us there.
the southeastern United
damn
States,
shame.
he wouldn't encounter them.
The bear is a yeah, and so all the I don't know. He's a good commander, but he's a boss that if his boss.
Saw a caravan heading east earlier. Hope they know what they're walking into.
Where was I? I forget what I was talking about, but yeah, like if we'd played the Divine, if I'd nuked the Divine, Royas would actually have a set of unique power armor called the Scorched Sierra power armor. Like, honestly, one of the few actual gripes I have with New Vegas that isn't like a nitpick is like the limited amount of power armor compared to Fallout 3 and especially Fallout 4. Like, I just love so many unique power armor. Like, I would not have minded if there was like some quest to find like a lost suit of unique armor that, well, it had been mass produced because we only found like one copy existed in the game. It was like unique. I just like being able to like claim a weapon and then make it like my own one. Oh, I wasn't sure if that was like is this a glitch or what? And the game crashed. At least this time, like, I saved before. I have the auto-save to go with. But, like, Royas has this unique suit of armor called the Scorched Sierra, whereas... which I'm actually surprised he was not wearing. I don't think... if I was going to... I think if... well, I do want to, like, make a power armor museum. I think I'll probably just use console commands to give myself a copy of that. We'll just say that it's like a replica we made with his permission. If the game crashes one more time, I'll just, like, go back to the Mojave and we'll do other stuff. And we'll come back here after I update the game. I mean, after I update the mod, since... I don't know, since I actually have not, like, I actually downloaded this on launch and haven't really, like, downloaded any patches, which I will admit it is a bit of a foolish decision on my part. Let's try at least going in a different way. It could just be that that it's the particular path we're taking that's the problem. You know, I do find myself somewhat tempted to make a video on Rock Solid. All right. I'll download the mod off stream. Also, I'm probably going to do a reaction this Friday. I say probably because there's a tiny part of me that says maybe because it's something that's I know is multi-part, and there's a tiny part of me that wants to like wait until the rest comes out. Oh. Now I feel like kind of an idiot for going the wrong way. I want to see... I'll admit that part of the reason... And I'm not going there right away. I'm not going to Lucky 38 right away, is I want... is kind of like stalling, since that does actually trigger both... That does trigger two particular NPCs who would be very useful if I, like, pissed off both factions, but... I also want to get all the collectible snow... as many of the collectible snow globes before I see Mr. House. Like... if you don't know... Oh, basically, up until, when you go to the house, like, the thing is, that's the point where the game says, hey, it would be great if you actually chose a side now. But the thing is, because New Vegas is actually kind of like freeform in regards to how it handles the factions, like, it is entirely possible you could have pissed off the faction you were siding with.
I always imagined a vault would be a terrible place to live. You know, because deserted vaults are so creepy.
But, so the two NPCs in question basically give you blank pardons, which reset your reputation if they're negative.
Hello. It's really nice in here. Way better than I imagined.
Although, for what it's worth, I've actually managed to at least keep passive reputations with both. If not outright positive ones. Like, I normally... like, I actually favor the NCR as opposed to Caesar's Legion.
Bitter Springs. A name like that only brought bad luck. Vegas at night is like nothing else.
Huh.
Hello, ma'am.
Was not sure if that was something in the middle of the game or if it was from a mod. Well, that was certainly an interesting experience. But, like, basically, the devs for New Vegas really thought that far ahead. In fact, like, there's even in a way you can beat the game if you piss all the main factions off. That's what Yes Man's path is for. Which actually makes, like, a kill everything run very possible in this game. Like, I'm not gonna do it simply because I don't feel like it, and also, like... Oh, I think... but... like, honestly, most of the complaints I have for Overstrike, like, I'm willing to overlook simply because, like, the devs did everything else so right. And honestly, it's usually stuff that came out later that gave me the idea.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
Tomorrow's under new management. Seeing the sights?
Hello, sir.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Like, if you don't know lore-wise, this was actually the vault Robert House was in, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least one he had control over.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
You know, I've heard some of the developments related to the TV show, and I have a mixed opinion on some of them. Like, I guess I'd need to know what they're gonna do, how this is actually gonna affect the game, since I know the TV show is pretty much established as canon. Like, I know that they pretty much destroyed the Republic of Dave, which I actually find kind of funny that, like, that's the one thing where, like, no, everyone's like, okay. Guess that shows just how otherwise insignificant that was as a location. Like, it would be funny if the Old World Blues devs had the Republic of Dave. And they eventually do get to the East Coast, the Republic of Dave does like a Ape's Path, basically has them like snapping and going in revenge as some sort of like fourth wall break. Something similar to this one warlord for Comey in TNO. Let me look up his name. Oh yeah, Ivan Serov, that's his name.
Who does she think she's impressing with this place? You know.
Like, specifically, in TNO, what happens is, well, and I knew the game had crashed, but anyways, in TNO, it's an alternate, it's one of those Axis 1 World War II scenarios, and, well, the Soviet Union collapsed in this timeline. Ivan Serov's gimmick is, he realizes he's in a video game, or rather, he realizes, wait, this should not have happened in response to, like, the Soviets losing. At least in the old, or like, But the conclusion he came to was to blame the Koreans, which is a bit ironic since, well, the closest thing to a real-life version of the ideology he practices, Ordo socialism, is, well, Juche, you know, North Korea's ideology. There's a VTuber who actually practices Juche, who actually talks about Juche. I might try and collab with her just out of pure curiosity. Although I'm pretty sure she's actually from, like, the Balkans.
Hey, you're the one who's...
It looks like you took care of our short... Also, your work here... As a Also, before...
What is it? Oh, the letter gave a jet. With the syndicate gone, this has a twofold effect. What I'd like to do, with your help, we would also Thank you for this. It's an old building south of the Thorn. I've done some checking, and neither. From what I hear, even the fiends won't. So, when you get it, good luck.
There was a sunset sarsaparilla in a filing cabinet. Like, if it was a fridge, that would make sense, since, you know, that's where most soda is supposed to be stored, but...
Glad that's over.
explosive shells aren't a thing in this game. Shotgun shells aren't a thing in this game. Like,
Did you see that?
nice. Ooh, no wonder those. I was told those were OP, and well.
Got you now. You're not getting away from me.
I think I need to eat like that, like Mercy, or that that explosive grenade launcher. I mean that grenade machine gun. Yes, that is a thing. I know where it is, so...
Yes? I've heard Vegas is... I already have the... God, it's going to take... This is...
There is one more quest we can do before we... I somehow knew the game was going to crash.
luck's about to change, I can feel it.
Excuse me, but I'm busy.
Hi. What can I do? He's the reason. Check out the...
I'm pretty sure most NPCs are awake at this time, so I don't think this is the case where I'm going to disturb him.
Morning.
Oh, how... wait. Because spending myself to the edge of artistic ability... It's this... I feel haunted by something. Well, at first... Most people don't... but here, everything... You mean Mitch? Oh, it's been ages. That was a long time ago. Wouldn't that be great? No. Yes, I think so. Ah, an educated fellow. Stop right there. I'm sorry, but there is nothing... Thank you for the offer, but I think I... Yes, that's it. I've always wanted to see the dinosaur and its thermometers, the McCarran airfield and the Helios 1 power... Thank you. Oh, and if you need more camera...
Hey.
We've actually already been to all of these locations, so we can just, like, fast travel and, like, speed run this one.
I'm sorry, man, but
Of course, there's something funny about it, namely, this actually counts as a weapon. There's actually something really funny we can do. Like, you'd think that taking a photo of a memorial would be like something socially acceptable, and for the most part, it is. And in real life, it is. But well. Huh? Huh. What I was gonna do was basically like show how Private Kowalski functions, but he's absent. Honestly, it's not enough for me to really justify using console commands. Not sure what I'll do for dinner. Like, I don't like to eat the same thing twice in a row, and well, I did have chicken for lunch. I do have some a frozen burger too, but I also do like but Wednesday is burger or lunch is a day I get burgers for lunch from this really good place. So Once again, we have the strip glitching out.
Hello again.
Hey.
Aha! Oh, that's... You have...
We're gonna go to a casino, aren't we?
Probably only gonna play until 8 tonight. That is not what I wanted to happen. just looking up something that... In case you're curious what I was doing, and basically, like, I have Xfinity on my, and well, I get one of those, like, notifications. And saying, hey, a certain site, a questionable site tried to access your site, and well, I wanted it to look up what it was, but my Wi-Fi is password protected, so I don't think it was like someone... I do want to go in there, it's just I also want to make sure that, like, EDE and Willow aren't, like... oh, have enough inventory space in case I need to give them stuff.
Howdy.
Hey, bud. What's up? Fine. I won't touch it. I promise.
I was keeping a hold of this scrap wood good since, well, I expected I'd need it for when I rebuilt that schoolhouse, but there are actually two unique weapons here. Mercy, which I already mentioned, and the second is something from a mod.
want to die. I don't want to die. Damn it!
God.
Bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun.
That's what I get for not checking my health.
Bring it! Damn it! It's okay. You can do this. Bring it!
Ooh. Ball of steel. Let's see what that's like. All I just gotta do now is find Mercy, and now that I think about it, the Tesla caster is probably more than enough. Is probably just the firepower I need to actually. Take on all those roads.
Damn it!
Man, these microfusion clusters are phenomenal. What did the perk? Good thing I didn't download that real-time pause menu mod. I'm Pip-Boy mod.
Death claws. Bring it!
Well, at least I saved right beforehand. I can...
Hey there. Fine. I won't touch it. I promise. Death claws.
Damn it!
If I can even... Alright, let's try attempt number 2. Mercy.
Well, that was a nice nap. Now what?
You'll bleed, bitch.
I'm glad that's over.
Yeah? I hope the wrath. Probably not much different. Name's Katie. My job here is simple. See, I got a reputation. Take the 80s. That brings me to our business. As for the fiends, I have other plans. I want to make sure this clinic uses my supplier. What? If any of the... No. A few. What do you think will happen when some shopkeeper in what? Imagine taking the... Grant. What he doesn't understand is that there are a bunch... Well, I believe some payment would be in... Okay. All I ask, once the clinic is open...
Hey, you're the one who's...
That was a junk scare.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Hello, sir.
What is it? Rat. But with that building secure... Katie? That butcher is here. I knew the NCR. In the you're doing a wonderful... In the meantime, you should round up our first set of... Check them out and see...
Hello.
Move along.
I've delayed doing so long enough. Let's go see Mr. House.
Well, howdy, partner. I see you brought a... Go.
Fellas, it's pretty dark in here. I get that Mr. House is in charge, but can't we at least, like, lighten the place up or something?
Always a pleasure. Have a nice day.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
You should have seen Mr. House when he heard what you did. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House. Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the three families. They're just new. Their marriages especially are just awful. Well, and the lucky 38. Well, oh, and I suppose... Why, Sugar... Why, did you know? Well, Sugar, I may be a... Mr. House has a lot of... Then... This is the lucky 38 Why...
This place is gorgeous.
Yep, I installed a mod that replaces Todd Howard. That replaces Mr. House with Todd Howard. You know, if I would actually be very tempted. If I was doing a Mr. House playthrough, I would actually have kept him vanilla or, like, replaced him with someone else. Like, I wonder if there are any VTubers out there who would consent to, like, having their voice used for an AI mod to make them Mr. House.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways. I have to ask. Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet more than an echo. I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring... Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing... The business is this. It's a very That's all you... You might keep an eye out for any compute... That... I have the... To develop that shit. For decades I paid salvagers. We know how... Frontal assault. In any case, Benny would see... Our four... You realize you were just one of me. Add to that, many thousands of Had I used an armed caravan to I didn't want to attract the attention of... Benny has led the chairman ever until his recent misbehavior. To achieve my aim, I knew Benny. I have to think that he found one of the problems of Why didn't... Good Springs is a bit too far away. Victor's combat algorithms determine the... When he... It won't be easy. It's more complicated than that. Look for a man. Do your... If you were to approach Benny in public, sneaking into Benny's suite on the... There might be By contract, Securitron, the moment I send... It's understandable. I am Robert. I have... Before the... We can discuss... Don't let the video... I see you've made a step. Perhaps after a decade or two of... Let's just... My only concern... When you bring the chick... Very... Well enough. Until...
Wow.
Where to, partner?
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your past. More news for you. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along the highway and I-15. Moving on. Word on Camp Golf is that many NCR rangers can expect range deployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong. And now, like that King Cole reminding us what really matters. Love me as though there was no tomorrow. Because in New Vegas,
It's kind of dreary up here. Hey, does that robot cook for us?
if you haven't figured it out, I did install a mod that basically it renovates the presidential suite. I've got quite a few money sinks on me, so... And mind you, this is all without having gotten to the gold. Bars.
Also, a package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. Got some songs coming up for you right now. One is probably about love.
should be one, there's one more item I'm looking for.
So be sure it's true when you say I love you. It's a sin to tell a lie. Be sure it's true when you say I love you, honey. You got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie. A lot of folks' heart has done been. Just
Only reason I used console commands was because as unfortunately, well, the mod is not. Unfortunately, the mod I installed is not like patched to work with this, so it likely clips through the floor somewhere. And I'd rather not spend like 50 minutes since. Well, I'm going to call it a stream here. Next time I play this, I will have updated Long 15, so hopefully that fixes my crashes. I'll also see if there's, like, any patches, but anyways, as I need to install. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm Andreas Rebel, and I'll see you on my next assignment. Later.